What if I told you that the key to unlocking a brighter, more purposeful future isn't hidden in some distant dream or complicated plan, but right there in the quiet moments of your morning? Imagine this. You wake up, not with the weight of yesterday's worries, but with a gentle surge of anticipation, knowing that today holds a potential for real, meaningful progress. For so many of us in our 50s, 60s, and beyond, whether you're in the bustling streets of New York, the serene countryside of England, or the sunny shores of Australia, life can sometimes feel like it's on autopilot. The kids have grown, careers have shifted, and we wonder, what's next? Well, my friend, that's where this daily ritual comes in. It's not about overhauling your entire life overnight. It's about a series of small, intentional steps that build momentum, foster resilience, and reignite that inner spark. I've seen it work wonders for people just like you, ordinary folks who've turned their routines into gateways for extraordinary change. So, settle in, grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee, and let's explore this ritual together. By the end, you'll have the tools to start tomorrow with renewed energy and hope, because your future, it's not set in stone. It's shaped by the choices you make each dawn. Before we dive into the steps, let's take a moment to understand why a morning ritual holds such profound power, especially as we navigate the later chapters of life. You see, our mornings are like the foundation of a house. If it's shaky, the whole day feels unsteady. But when we craft a deliberate start, we're essentially programming our minds and bodies for positivity and productivity. Research from psychologists and wellness experts shows that consistent morning practices can reduce stress, improve mental clarity, and even enhance physical health by regulating our circadian rhythms. It's not magic. It's about harnessing the natural rhythm of renewal that each new day brings. Think of it as tending to a garden. If you neglect it, weeds take over, but with daily care, watering, pruning, nurturing, it flourishes into something beautiful and bountiful. This ritual is your daily tending, designed to combat the common challenges we face in midlife and beyond. Feelings of stagnation, low energy, or a sense of disconnection from our deeper goals. It's adaptable, requiring no fancy equipment or hours of time, just your commitment to show up for yourself. Let me introduce you to Susan, that 58-year-old teacher from Ohio I mentioned earlier. Susan's story is one that resonates with so many. After decades in the classroom, she retired feeling accomplished yet adrift. Her days lacked structure, and she often found herself scrolling through memories on her phone, wondering if her best days were behind her. Then, a close friend shared this ritual with her. Skeptical at first, Susan decided to try it for a week. She began with just the basics, and slowly, she noticed shifts. Her mind felt less cluttered, her body more alive, and her spirit more hopeful. Within 6 months, Susan had not only revived her passion for painting, but also started teaching art classes at her local community center. Her ritual became her anchor, turning what could have been a period of quiet decline into one of vibrant rediscovery. Stories like Susan's remind us that it's never too late to plant new seeds, and this ritual is a fertile soil. Now let's break it down. Start with a foundation, beginning your day with gratitude. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a proven mindset shift that rewires your brain toward abundance. In those first moments after waking, before the world rushes in, take a notebook or even a simple piece of paper and jot down 3 things you're truly thankful for. They could be as simple as the comfort of your bed, the laughter of a grandchild shared yesterday, or the health that allows you to enjoy a morning walk. The key is specificity and sincerity. Let it come from the heart. Why does this work so well? Gratitude activates the brain's reward centers, releasing feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which naturally lift your mood and build emotional resilience. Over time, it trains you to spot the positives in life, countering the negativity bias that can creep in as we age. And for those of us in our later years, when reflections on the past might bring a mix of joy and regret, gratitude helps us focus on the present gifts, fostering a sense of contentment and peace. Consider John, our retired accountant from London. John had always been a numbers man, practical, analytical, but after retirement, he grappled with a quiet emptiness. Mornings were the hardest. He'd lie in bed, replaying old financial worries or family tensions. Then, He stumbled upon the idea of a gratitude practice through a book club. He started small. Day 1, he wrote about his cozy flat, the reliable bus service, and a good night's sleep. It felt awkward at first, but persistence paid off. Within weeks, John found himself noticing more. The friendly barista at his local cafe, the blooming flowers in the park. This shift didn't erase his challenges, but it softened them. He began reaching out to old friends, volunteering at a financial literacy program for seniors, and even planning a trip to visit his daughter abroad. John's story illustrates how gratitude isn't about ignoring life's hardships. It's about balancing the scale, tipping it toward appreciation. And the beauty? It takes mere minutes, but echoes throughout your day, making ordinary moments feel extraordinary. With gratitude setting the emotional tone, the next step is to move your body, gently, mindfully, for about 10 to 15 minutes. This could be a leisurely stroll in your garden, some easy yoga poses from a chair, light stretching by the window, or even swaying to a beloved tune from your youth. The goal isn't intensity. It's activation, getting your blood flowing, your joints loose, and your energy circulating. Movement is crucial because as we age, our bodies naturally crave it to maintain flexibility, balance, and vitality. Studies from health organizations highlight how even moderate activity in the morning can improve circulation, boost endorphins, and enhance cognitive function, helping ward off fatigue and mental fog. It's also a powerful antidote to isolation. Stepping outside or into motion connects us to the world around us, reminding us we're alive and capable. For middle-aged and older adults, this step addresses common concerns like stiffness from sedentary habits or the emotional dip that comes with reduced physical activity post-retirement. Picture Margaret, that 62-year-old widow from Sydney. After losing her husband of 40 years, Margaret's world shrank to her living room. Mornings were heavy with grief. She'd sip tea alone, staring at the sea from her window, feeling the weight of solitude. A neighbor, noticing her withdrawal, suggested incorporating movement into her routine. Margaret started with short walks along the beach path, barely 10 minutes at first, feeling the sand under her feet, the salt air on her skin. She listened to the waves, watched joggers and families, and gradually her steps grew steadier, her thoughts clearer. Those walks became a bridge to healing. She met a walking group of fellow widows, shared stories over coffee, and rediscovered joy in birdwatching. What began as a simple physical act evolved into emotional renewal, helping Margaret rebuild her social circle and find purpose in mentoring younger women through grief support groups. Her experience shows that movement isn't just about the body, it's a catalyst for the soul, inviting connection and possibility into our lives. Building on that momentum, step 3 is to set one clear intention for the day. This is where focus meets action. Sit quietly for a moment and ask yourself, what one thing can I do today that aligns with the life I envision? It might be something practical, like organizing a drawer that's been nagging at you, or relational, like calling a sibling to catch up, or personal, like reading a chapter from a book that inspires you. Write it down, make it tangible, and keep it achievable to build a sense of accomplishment. This practice draws from goal-setting principles that emphasize small wins over overwhelming ambitions. Psychologists note that intentions create a mental roadmap, increasing motivation and reducing decision fatigue. In our 50s and beyond, when life transitions like empty nests or health changes can scatter our focus, this step provides direction, helping us prioritize what truly matters. It's about reclaiming agency, turning vague desires into concrete steps that accumulate into significant change. Enter Robert, the 55-year-old from California who felt buried under shoulds after a career in sales. Retirement loomed, but he was paralyzed by indecision. Start a hobby? Travel? Volunteer? He began with this intention-setting ritual, scribbling one doable action each morning. First, it was research woodworking classes online. The next day, buy basic tools. These micro steps snowballed. Robert enrolled in a course, built his first birdhouse, and soon turned the garage into a workshop. Word spread, and he started teaching classes, turning a dormant passion into a thriving side venture that brought income and community. Robert's journey underscores how one intention daily combats procrastination, builds self-trust, and opens doors we didn't even know existed. It's empowering, reminding us that we're the authors of our stories, one page at a time. Finally, to seal the ritual, take a brief moment for reflection and connection. Breathe deeply, close your eyes if it feels right, and ponder, how do I want to show up in the world today? With what quality? Perhaps patience, openness, or gratitude. This isn't a long meditation, just a pause to align your inner self with your outer actions. Then, if possible, extend that connection outward. Maybe send a quick message to a loved one or smile at a stranger during your day. Reflection integrates the ritual's elements, promoting mindfulness and emotional intelligence. Experts in positive psychology affirm that such pauses enhance self-awareness, reduce reactivity to stress, and deepen relationships. For those of us in later life stages, when wisdom abounds but isolation can lurk, this step fosters a sense of belonging and purpose, turning inward focus into outward impact. And our 60-year-old retiree from Bristol embodies this beautifully. Post-retirement, she felt invisible, days blended into sameness, with little interaction beyond errands. Incorporating reflection, she chose daily qualities like curiosity one morning, leading her to explore a local history museum and strike up a conversation with a docent. Another day, kindness prompted a note to her neighbor, sparking a friendship. These reflections wove her back into the fabric of community. She joined a gardening club, reconnected with family through thoughtful calls, and even wrote a memoir snippet shared with her grandchildren. And transformation highlights how reflection isn't passive. It's a bridge to authentic connections, enriching our lives with meaning and warmth. As we wrap up this exploration of the daily ritual that can truly change your future, let's pause and let it sink in. You've got the blueprint. Start with gratitude to cultivate appreciation. Move your body to awaken vitality. Set one clear intention to direct your energy, and reflect to connect deeply with yourself and others. These aren't just steps. They're invitations to a more intentional, joyful existence, tailored for the wisdom and experiences you carry in your 50s and beyond. Remember, change doesn't require perfection. It thrives on consistency and kindness toward yourself. So, right now, in this quiet moment, reflect. Which part of this ritual calls to you most? What small shift will you experiment with tomorrow? I'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. Share what resonated, or even how you've adapted it to your life. Your stories inspire others, creating a ripple of positive change. If this video has sparked something in you, please give it a like. Hit that subscribe button for more gentle guidance on living fully, and share it with a friend or family member who might need this nudge. Together, we're not just passing time. We're crafting legacies of growth and connection. Here's to your mornings, your days, an incredible future you're building, one ritual at a time. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take good care.